September is Yoga Awareness Month, and what person that came to my mind immediately is Debra Sexton. You see her on the Enid television network on channel 11 and 111 all the time because she does the senior living exercise. You see all those programs that we run daily, and she is here. I didn't recognize you because you're always in your exercise clothes. You have real clothes on, Debra, but thank you for joining us because September is Yoga Awareness Month, and you are our local expert on that. So thanks for being with us this morning.
Well, thank you for having me.
Good morning, Deborah. Thank you for joining us. I know that there's a lot of people out there that want to get in shape and they want to know everything about yoga. So tell us a little bit about what is yoga.
Yoga is actually an art and science of uniting your body, your mind, and your spirit. You can't be totally healthy unless all your energies and everything is balanced in all three aspects. And so that's what yoga is. There's a physical part, which is the exercises or poses called asana. Then there's a meditation part, and then there's the mind part, spiritual part of it as well. So you can't really separate it out.
No, from time to time, I'll go to a gym and I'll hear different men and women say that they're going to go to a yoga class later that day or something like that. My exposure to yoga was more of the poses or the stretching and things of this nature. I didn't realize there was the other emphasis as well. So that leads into my question, Deborah. How is it different from meditation, if you will?
Meditation is becoming still. And when you're still in your mind,
what's that?
When, that's exactly right. When people drink coffee and they have so many commitments and run all over the place, then they're busy all the time and they get distracted. And then that causes the nervous system to go into fight, flight, or freeze. And so when you can be still and have quiet time, then you can listen to your soul, listen to your heart, have a deeper connection to the spirit and God. And so that is what meditation is. You don't have to sit for an hour with crossed legs and not move or breathe or anything. But even if you just start off a couple minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and just have a space where it is quiet, where you can go and just be still. There's a beautiful psalm from the Bible, "Be still and know that I am God." That's when you can feel your deepest connection. So yes, you can do the exercise portion of it, but you're not really doing yoga unless you incorporate the body, the mind, and the spirit together.
Okay.
That actually was going to be my next question. Do you have to practice all the principles of yoga to benefit from it?
No, you do not have to practice all the components, but if you do, you'll get much more out of it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Deborah, let me ask you this. A person that exercises, maybe they're a runner, or maybe they lift weights, or maybe they just do the aerobic stuff at a gym, but they've never tried yoga. What is your recommendation? Because I know you have the credentials and you have the training. Where would a person start? They're watching this interview and go, I think I might ought to consider this yoga thing. So how do they start, or where do they start?
Well, we would love to have anyone come out to Senior Life Network, and we do have all ages, even though it is geared for 55 and older adults. But we do have all ages, and you want to get into a class that you feel comfortable in. So yoga is not related or affiliated with any religion at all. It is universal. It is for everyone. And so if you do get into a yoga class and they try to lead you and say you have to turn into this religion, no, you run out the door as fast as you can. Yoga makes their body strong and comfortable and flexible. When your body has more space in it, your body's more comfortable. When you have more space in your body, you have a deeper connection to your spirit, your soul, and ultimately divine. And so it is used for a lot of sports. Football players, golfers, different sports people use yoga because they get less injuries. And so it's very, very healthy and makes the body very comfortable.
Sure. Let me tag on to that original question. Some of the individuals that I've talked to about yoga, they have kind of turned to it, if you will, for stretching, for the relaxing part. And how big a part is the yoga?
The stretching and relaxing is very good because that's when your body can heal most effectively, is when you're in that nervous system area, the parasympathetic nervous system, where you're in the rest, the digest and healing mode versus fight, flight, or freeze. And so there's hundreds of diseases caused by your nervous system going into fight, flight, or freeze. and like allergies, asthma, all the autoimmune disorders, MS, everything like that. And it's not really truly a life or death situation. And so yoga allows your body to stretch and be strengthened, but also to relax so that you can be very healthy. So,
Very
does that
good.
answer your question?
Yes, sure does.
Very good.
I'm looking for all kinds of solutions when it comes to allergies.
Well, and we do a mix of yoga. There's physical aspects, there's stretching, there's strengthening, but there's also calming and soothing and relaxing. I integrate.
I like those words, calming, soothing.
Very
Not
good.
part of our
Very
vocabulary
good.
typically any day,
Right,
but
right. I wasn't too comfortable with the still part. I don't know if I can stay still, but I like those three. So,
Very good.
are yoga classes safe?
Yoga classes are safe if you have the correct teacher. I've been certified with extensive training. Some people go to one weekend and they're certified. And so you really just have to pick and choose, just like any other profession.
I know of, say, a gym to go to that has a yoga class, but I guess for someone who's just beginning, they don't have to go to the store and buy all this equipment. I mean, they just physically show up
Right.
and be willing to go through the process.
We
or-
have, at Senior Life Network, we have mats available for people. We
Okay.
have blocks, straps, different things to use for the yoga poses to make it more comfortable for your body. I've been trained in 6 major modalities, and so I just kind of pick and choose what my people need, and we go through the whole body. So we do hip openers, shoulders, things, back and spine, belly, pelvic stabilization, balance and coordination. Tomorrow, Fridays, we have specialty days, and I do therapeutic work then. And so tomorrow I'm going to do one specifically for arthritis or stiff or cranky joints.
Okay.
But I always say you don't have to be stiff or cranky to come.
Okay. Boy, all those body parts you just mentioned, every one of those aching this morning on me, so I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble.
That's why I do yoga, so
all
my
right.
body doesn't hurt.
All right.
Very good. Deborah, do you have any tips or any other helpful guidelines for yoga practice?
If you would just come with an open mind and an open heart, my people that come to my class, I see what they need, and we talk about the body, and we don't say, oh, you have this problem or that bad side of the body,
So you
that
won't
bad
feel
shoulder,
bad,
that
Steve.
bad leg. I always flip it around and say, oh, that part of your body needs a little extra love. Maybe it needs a lot of extra love, but when you flip it around, your mindset is different, and then the healing starts to begin then. And then I do a lot of therapeutic things so that your body is more comfortable. So,
Very good. Our special guest at the round table this morning here on Good Morning Enid is Debra Sexton. And you would probably recognize her on Channel 11 or 111 because she leads the Senior Life Network aerobic classes that you see on television each day. And so a couple things. On your title, Debra, you've got all kinds of certification. You've been teaching for the longest time, but you just didn't pull this out of a book and start a class. Tell us a little bit about your credentials. There's the ERYT 500, the EEMCP, which is the Eden Energy Medicine Certified Practitioner. I mean, you have all these credentials. You just didn't show up to do this. Tell us about those credentials.
the ERYT 500 means that I've been trained in a program, a yoga training school, for over 2 years and had components in philosophy, anatomy, meditation, physiology, energy work, and different things like that, and been tested at that. The E part of it is because I've done over 2,000 hours of therapeutic work in yoga classes before when I first got certified, and that was over 20 years ago. So the EEM certification, CP, is a certified practitioner with Donna Eden Energy Medicine. And energy medicine is very similar to brain integration therapy, if you've heard of that. It connects up the right and left hemisphere of the brain and makes your mind more clear for mental clarity, but also if people have had stroke, brain injury, trauma, different things like that, if they're not healing well, when you connect up the right and left hemisphere of the brain and integrate it, then your body heals by 50% faster. And so we do a lot of brain integration therapy and energy medicine in the classes as well. We just integrate it in because it makes the body more comfortable. It's good for pain relief and different things like that.
Well, Deborah, I'm sorry, we can't relax. We can't slow down now. We got to keep moving to the next thing on the show.
Okay.
we gotta
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
Thank you for some great information for us. As September is Yoga Awareness Month, Debra Sexton, our special guest here at the Roundtable.